Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Platinum Collection of July 2024 to help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the link provided in the description below, not only will you gain access to this bundle, but you also have the opportunity to support this channel. Your support would mean the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Frostpunk, Game of the Year Edition. A gripping city-building survival strategy game set in the frozen Arctic wasteland. As the ruler of a struggling city, you must manage resources, handle crises, and make tough decisions to ensure the survival of your citizens. The game combines city-building elements with society simulation and crisis management mechanics, creating a tense and challenging experience. In the desolate 1800s world of Frostpunk, your city relies on a massive coal furnace for warmth. You'll construct buildings, gather resources, and research new technologies to keep your citizens alive in the freezing conditions. Every decision matters, as discontent and hope levels significantly impact your city's well-being. You'll face moral dilemmas, like choosing between short-term fixes and long-term solutions, or passing laws that may have adverse consequences. Frostpunk excels at immersing players in the burden of leadership. The game constantly challenges your abilities as a leader, making you weigh the needs of your citizens against harsh realities. The society simulator aspect adds depth, with the option to rule with order and discipline, or faith and spirituality, each choice affecting the people's morale. Scouting the frozen world beyond your city brings new challenges and discoveries, but it also means more responsibilities and resources needed. The game's art design and style create a captivating and grim atmosphere, depicting the struggles of a frozen world. While Frostpunk offers great replayability with different scenarios and choices, the campaign itself lasts about 45 days. The game's bird's-eye view perspective, however, prevents players from connecting closely with individual citizens, which may be a drawback for some. Overall, Frostpunk is a compelling and addictive survival management game that forces players to confront difficult choices and challenges. Its extraordinary style, engrossing gameplay, and tense atmosphere make it a standout title in the city-building and strategy genre. The Game of the Year Edition offers a trio of expansions that enrich the Frostpunk universe. The Rifts is the initial mini-expansion, featuring a new endless mode map and the constructible building, The Bridge. The Last Autumn expands the game significantly with a new scenario, introducing transformative mechanics and unique architecture that deepen Frostpunk's lore and narrative. And lastly, On the Edge delves into the tale of New London citizens dispatched on a crucial mission following the Great Storm. At number 2 we have Superliminal, a first-person adventure game that takes you on a surreal journey through a dreamscape filled with optical illusions. The game introduces unique perspective puzzles that go beyond a surface-level comparison to Portal. As you progress through the game, you'll find yourself using objects in clever ways, like using a slice of cheese as a ramp or a tiny fan to move a giant block of Jenga. The game's world is filled with never-ending corridors, and you constantly feel the presence of a morally ambiguous force watching you. The adventure begins when you fall asleep to an advertisement for Somnasculpt, a dream therapy promising to cure self-doubt. However, you wake up inside a dream and get trapped in a series of increasingly abstract dreams. Alongside a frantic robotic voice and the confused voice of a doctor, Glenn Pierce, you navigate through mind-bending puzzles, exploring the depths of your own imagination. Superliminal stands out by incorporating forced perspective mechanics, where objects change size and position based on how you interact with them. Puzzles involve transforming objects, placing them on pressure plates, and manipulating perspective points. The game introduces new challenges at a steady pace, keeping the gameplay fresh and engaging. With 9 chapters, each presenting its own puzzle theme, Superliminal gradually becomes more surreal and absurd. The 3D environments, though simple in design, are brightly colored and complemented by a jazzy piano soundtrack. The voice acting, particularly the Scottish tones of Dr. Pierce, adds to the game's humor and atmosphere. The game's roughly 4-hour playtime offers an emotional and thought-provoking experience. While some puzzles may be relatively simple, Superliminal's constant reinvention and final message make it a unique and enjoyable adventure. At number 3 we have Chef Life, a restaurant simulator. Chef Life, a restaurant simulator, puts you in a chef's hat, managing and cooking your way to Michelin-starred glory in this restaurant management simulation. Your goal? Earn that coveted Michelin star for your establishment by mastering the culinary arts. From the outset, Chef Life offers detailed character customization and places you in a bustling kitchen with a third-person perspective, allowing you to navigate both kitchen chaos and restaurant management. While movement speed could be swifter, using a controller smooths out clunky keyboard and mouse controls. Cooking itself involves straightforward minigames, gather ingredients, prep stations, and execute tasks with simple stick flicks. Efficiency is key as you multitask to fulfill orders promptly and maintain customer satisfaction, balancing menu planning, ingredient prep, and recipe development to avoid delays. Support comes from NPC chefs who handle basic to complex tasks, essential as your menu expands and customer demands grow. Keep them happy with responsible management, quality ingredients, cleanliness, and varied duties ensure peak performance. Accessibility options like infinite patience enhance gameplay comfort, though technical issues like graphical graininess and occasional glitches detract from the immersion. Despite flaws in design and some repetitive elements, Chef Life excels as a realistic and engaging simulation of culinary life. It lacks the slapstick charm of Cooking Simulator, but offers depth and motivation to excel. Turn off customer patience for a less stressful experience, and enjoy the journey towards culinary greatness. And number 4 we have Besiege. Besiege invites you to unleash your inner engineer in a sandbox of destruction, where creativity and chaos collide. This physics-based construction game lets you craft medieval siege engines to conquer varied objectives across beautifully detailed dioramas. From the outset, Besiege challenges you to conceive elaborate war machines. Starting with a simple metal cube, you'll piece together contraptions that range from trebuchets to flying machines, each tailored to specific tasks like demolishing structures or plundering resources. The process is intuitive, akin to Lego building, but with the challenge of real-world physics. Wood bends, metal braces add stability, and strategic ballast prevents toppling. Learning through trial and error is key. Initial designs often collapse spectacularly, prompting adjustments to wheel torque, cannon power, or structural integrity. While the tutorial is sparse, experimentation proves more instructive than any guide, fostering a humorous cycle of creation and destruction. Besiege's appeal extends beyond engineering prowess. It blends challenge with humor, featuring whimsical sound effects and quirky animations that punctuate your medieval mayhem. Whether you're stealthily raiding crops or engaging in aerial dogfights, each level offers inventive solutions and unexpected laughs. With a campaign spanning 10 to 20 hours and a robust multiplayer mode reminiscent of medieval robot wars, it promises enduring entertainment and limitless creative potential. For budding architects and seasoned strategists alike, Besiege delivers a captivating blend of construction, challenge, and comedic calamity. Embrace the chaos and engineer your way to triumph in this uniquely satisfying simulation of siege warfare. And number 5 we have Coffee Talk. Coffee Talk invites you into a cozy corner of rainy Seattle, where you step into the role of a barista at a late-night cafe, crafting drinks and listening to the stories of an eclectic clientele. Developed by Togi Productions, this simulation and visual novel blend introduces a world where fantasy and reality intermingle, exploring themes of identity, relationships, and societal challenges through its diverse characters. As the owner of Coffee Talk, your days unfold amidst conversations with regulars like Freya, Lua, and others, a mix of humans, elves, succubi, and more. Each patron brings their unique tale, from werewolf job struggles to vampire modeling gigs, all while navigating personal aspirations and relationships. The narrative weaves a thoughtful tapestry of daily life, set against a backdrop of supernatural Seattle, resonating with human-like struggles despite fantastical origins. Gameplay centers on crafting drinks to match customer preferences, blending ingredients to create warm, sweet, or bitter concoctions. Your success in preparing these drinks not only affects gameplay, but deepens your relationships with patrons, unlocking more of their personal stories and interactions. The process is relaxing, emphasizing exploration and experimentation over strict penalties for mistakes, fostering a gentle learning curve and encouraging replayability. With its serene lo-fi soundtrack, expressive sprite art, and atmospheric sound effects, Coffee Talk immerses you in its charming cafe ambiance. While its low-key stakes may not appeal to all, its narrative depth, endearing characters, and soothing gameplay make it a comforting experience, akin to curling up with a good book and a warm beverage. At number 6 we have Priest Simulator Vampire Show. Priest Simulator throws into a surreal adventure as Orlok, a vampire-turned-priest battling evil in the quirky village of Sandeville. The game blends FPS and RPG elements with a satirical twist, reminiscent of late-night cartoons. As Orlok, your mission spans from restoring a dilapidated church to combating Satanists and performing exorcisms, all while navigating an offbeat narrative filled with fetch quests and humorous escapades. The game's visual style, akin to a blend of Blair Witch and Sesame Street, complements its bizarre humor, though some cultural references may be lost on non-Polish players. Gameplay revolves around wielding an arsenal of dual-wielded weapons, confronting challenging enemies in mob-infested areas, and managing RPG-style quests amidst FMV cutscenes and resource gathering. Despite its chaotic nature, Priest Simulator impresses with stability, boasting a bug-free experience uncommon even in AAA titles. The game's strengths lie in its unique visual design, fitting soundtrack featuring Gruja's black metal tunes, and a narrative that embraces its absurdity with gusto. However, combat mechanics feel floaty, and melee difficulty remains consistently challenging, which might deter some players. Priest Simulator targets a niche audience with its unconventional blend of humor and gameplay. Whether it's your cup of tea depends on your appreciation for its cable TV nightmare aesthetic and willingness to overlook gameplay quirks. With potential for improvement in combat mechanics, it promises to be a cult classic in the making. At number 7 we have Chronicon, the Mechanist Edition. A highly addictive, fast-paced action RPG that will have you looting and murdering hundreds of enemies on screen at a time. Chronicon is a mysterious device that lets you relive moments of heroes. These memories explain the different acts that you can play through in the game. Different acts will bring about different games, environments, and enemies. You can choose from 4 classes: a melee tank class, a berserker brawler with high DPS, a warden who is essentially a ranged archer class, and a warlock, which is a high damage magic user. However, you aren't tied down to just the class that you're playing, as you can build each character the way you like, by investing in specific skill trees. You can gain skill points by murdering hordes of enemies and leveling up, allowing you to spend them on different skills for your chosen class, which will change the way your character functions and fights. The max level is 100, but the mastery tree can have unlimited upgrades. Gearing is really fun, as this game also features a lot of looting. There are 6 different rarities for items, and you'll encounter a lot of items to loot as you play this game, especially at the endgame, where you can enter Tinker's Domain, which features a sort of randomized map mode, with different modifiers and new difficulties on top of the difficulty you're already on. This makes each of your run unique, and each run will net you unique loot as well. This is where the addictive loop comes in, as you play Tinker's Domain over and over again, collecting different loot to power your character. In addition to collecting loot, you can also infuse your gear with gems or enchant them, or even morph them together to form higher tier items. There's definitely a lot that you can do in this game in regards to loot. You can also go at it in multiplayer, so you and your friends can murder and loot together as different characters. If you like a highly addictive, fast-paced looter action game, then Chronicon is a great game to get into. This edition includes the Mechanist, a formidable class armed with advanced weaponry and tools. In combat, wield a medium-range gun and versatile axe, which doubles as a thrown weapon, while using a jetpack for swift mobility. Unique tech abilities convert satellite enchants into formidable drones with mounted cannons, adding strategic depth to battles. The Mechanist boasts a diverse skill set, including saw blade, turret, and bomb attacks, complemented by 5 distinct machine companions. Explore an array of over 40 new items, from unique to true legendary rarities, alongside 20 fresh runes and 8 complete sets. Delve into 4 specialized trees: Frontliner, Pyrotechnics, Biotech, and Mech Priest, offering over 150 new active and passive skills, each with a comprehensive mastery progression. At number 8 we have Farlanders. Farlanders invites you to pioneer a Martian colony in a retro-style turn-based city builder. As you strategize, terraform, and construct, your goal is to ensure the comfort and prosperity of your citizens while uncovering the secrets hidden beneath Mars' surface. From the moment you start, Farlanders challenges you to think strategically. Every decision matters, from where to place vital structures like water pumps and solar panels, to how you navigate the terraforming puzzles that reshape the Martian landscape. Each building's placement not only affects efficiency, but also leverage unique terrain bonuses, enhancing a colony's productivity. Delve underground to discover alien artifacts and mine rare materials, expanding a colony's reach and resource base. The game's procedural generation ensures each playthrough offers new challenges, keeping your experience fresh and engaging. With its blend of city building mechanics and turn-based strategy, Farlanders stands out in the indie gaming landscape. The charming retro visuals complement its deep gameplay, offering both a challenge and a sense of accomplishment as you watch your colony thrive. Whether you're a seasoned strategist or new to the genre, Farlanders promises hours of immersive gameplay, thoughtful planning, and the satisfaction of watching a Martian dream colony flourish. Farlanders is a testament to thoughtful design and engaging gameplay, making it a must-play for fans of strategy and simulation alike. At number 9 we have Hyperdemon. Hyperdemon thrusts you into a surreal first-person shooter experience where reality bends and breaks as you chase high scores by annihilating ethereal beasts. This game ditches narrative for pure adrenaline-pumping action. From the moment you enter its menu, pulsing with electronic beats and swirling colors, Hyperdemon sets a relentless pace. Each run begins with a calm moment, surrounded by birds, before plunging you into chaotic battles against undead specters and colossal monsters. Unlike its predecessor, survival is not the goal here. It's about swift, calculated destruction. Your arsenal, expanded from devil daggers, includes daggers, machine guns, shotguns, and devastating laser beams, fueled by collected power-ups. Mastery demands precise control and strategic use of abilities, like aerial blasts and dodges. Learning to manipulate enemies becomes crucial, turning them into stepping stones toward godlike dominance. Visually and orally, Hyperdemon is a mesmerizing whirlwind of color and sound, initially overwhelming, but rewarding to unravel. Replayability is high, with each run offering new challenges and insights, supported by a seamless replay feature. Ultimately, Hyperdemon isn't just about surviving. It's about mesmerizing chaos, transcending boundaries, and achieving euphoric moments of unstoppable power. Whether you're new to score-chasing shooters or a seasoned pro, Sorath Creation promises an intense, addictive journey into the abyss. And number 10 we have Heaven Dust 2, a remarkable sequel that enhances nearly every aspect of the original game. The game's heavy inspiration from classic Resident Evil titles is immediately evident. The balance between combat and puzzles, often challenging in horror games, is well executed in Heaven Dust 2, delivering a satisfying survival horror experience. Playing as Steve, the spiky-haired protagonist, you navigate through another zombie-infested facility, expanding on the previous game's events. The controls have undergone a significant overhaul, offering a modernized movement system and improved inventory management. The gameplay maintains a delicate equilibrium between combat and puzzles, ensuring a rewarding and accessible experience for newcomers to the genre. Combat has seen notable improvements, allowing you to carry and upgrade multiple guns, each effective against specific enemies. The addition of aiming and shooting enhances the engagement, making encounters more varied and challenging, especially with mutated and boss enemies. Exploration and puzzle solving play a vital role, encouraging thorough exploration and observation of the environment. The game's graphics are upgraded, featuring a dark and atmospheric setting with refined yet cute character designs. The chibi Funko style contributes to the game's unique charm, softening the horror elements. The audio elements, including footsteps, reload sounds, and distant growls, effectively build a sinister atmosphere. Despite the overall excellence, there are minor issues like the small health indicator and occasional visibility challenges due to the isometric viewpoint. Heaven Dust 2 offers a campaign lasting 8 to 10 hours, with autosaves and multiple difficulty settings. With 2 endings and unlockable extras, the game provides a compelling and replayable experience. Heaven Dust 2 stands as a superb sequel, fusing old-school survivor horror vibes with modernized controls and gameplay, solidifying its identity in the genre. And that's all for this bundle. This month's Platinum Collection is truly outstanding, boasting a lineup of games that are largely newcomers to the bundle scene. While this video highlights 10 games included in the bundle, there are several others that absolutely deserve recognition. Standout titles for me include Priest Simulator, Hyperdemon, Gross, Heaven Dust 2, and Stuffed. Perhaps we will encounter these gems again in future bundles, providing me with the chance to delve deeper into their offerings. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.